Went live here. Anybody's out there watching the the UFC stuff today? There's not much boxing. I don't think there's any real boxing going on. It's pretty empty. But I was watching this fight and I didn't like the nigga with the afro coming in. He talked a whole bunch about how he grapples people and this and that. I hate that stuff. If you come out with that, you shouldn't really be fighting on the main stage. If you're all about grappling and holding and hugging and wrestling and crotch sniffing, that's not cool. Nobody wants to see that. But I do think it was an okay fight up until it ended. I do give him credit. He was standing up, but he was getting beat up. No problem by the Russian guy, Jan. But then he did it for the third time in the fight. He goes down to take a breather because he's gassed, the black guy. And the white guy, the Russian guy, looks over at his corner and says, this mug's down again, taking a breather. Should I hit him? Can I hit him? And they said yes. And he hits him with a knee, which wasn't that hard, but he hit him. And then all of a sudden, the Dirrell stuff comes out. He starts acting. What's up, Mo? Do you want a link? I can put it here in the chat here. I'm not going to be on for very long. It's going to be like 5-10 minutes, if that. But acting happens in UFC too, man. So this guy starts acting. He starts looking cross-eyed on purpose, act like he's so affected he can't stand up on his own, and he didn't want it this way, and he can't do this, and I could have continued. But he was so hurt that he was still able to do an interview, supposedly, when he was asked to do it. So it's complete bullshit. I feel sorry for the Russian guy because now he's going to have to rematch this bum and get his title back off BS. I don't think it was intentional in that it was strategic, but I don't think it was animosity in it because he literally turned to his corner and asked, this guy keeps going down, taking a breather, did it for the third, fourth time, should I hit him? And they said yes. He shouldn't have done it, but he did it. And now, now he's lost out. Now he's lost out. That's not cheating, man. That's a foul. Cheating is different. Cheating is when you come in before the fight knowing that you're going to play against the rules. You're not going to follow the rules. I try to get a watcher in here. I would love to chop this up with watcher, but we'll probably just get into an argument because we're on two totally different spectrums about this. Why should this guy get a free one in that? I'm about to sleep, so I'm just finishing all this until you finish. Okay, no problem. Why should this guy get a free one just because this guy makes one small mistake? Now, if they did a no contest, I think they might be able to overturn this into a no contest. But my thing is this. That guy went down, got hit by the knee. If he wanted to play it, go ahead and play that. But don't come after, say you didn't want it this way, and you cry, and you... Because I knew what he was doing, and I saw it, the way he was looking. He wanted to make sure that the ref made the call. Because if he had made the call, nobody would give him a second chance. He would have no respect. But I know what he did. Everybody knows what he did. He was looking for a way out. All he has to do is play possum. And the moment he's fine, he starts talking about how he didn't want it this way. You wanted it this way. You were losing the fight. The scorecards got revealed. He was losing the fight, and he would have been further ahead because he would have lost that round too. He would have been behind too. This is the stuff I hate, man. Andre Dirrell got away with this way back in the day when he fought Abraham. And people come out just because Dirrell, I'm not even going to say it, but oh, well, the other guy cheated, hit him while he was down. If he turns around and goes, ugh, just so hard, and it was a hard hit and the guy can't get up, that's something different. But this was a knee that I would say was like medium level, wasn't terrible, And he was told to do this. They have it on camera that he looked over at his corner. He said, this guy's down again. He's playing games. Should I hit him? What should I do? They said, yeah, hit him. And he hit him. So that's his mistake. But for that guy to go down, the Sterling guy, to go down and start acting hurt and trying to get the referee to make the call, because he would lose all respect if he made the call himself. If he wanted it this way, if he wanted it the right way, he could have continued. And everybody knows he could have continued, because if he couldn't have continued, he wouldn't have done an interview right after. This is the stuff I hate. And I just had to get on here and talk about this stuff, because guys like this will get away. We need to get cheating out of the sport, period. There's a difference between a foul and cheating, Mo. If you saw the situation. The guy, it was an intentional foul. Right? Cheating is like coming in, wrapping your gloves the wrong way, plaster. That's cheating. That's something with malicious intent. But it wasn't malicious, because the guy literally stopped, turned to his corner, asked, what do I do? What do I do? And then they say hit him. And he did it. He just did what he was told to do. It was wrong. He should have known better. But now this guy lost his belt on some bullshit. He's going to have to rematch him, which I think he'll just get him out of there in 2 rounds this time. He won't even give him time to get down on the ground to complain about a knee and move on. Just a big disappointment, huge disappointment to see a fight end like that. And I don't feel bad for Sterling. I don't think he's concussed at all whatsoever, because he was hit with harder shots during the fight and he was just fine. But immediately when he goes down and he gets hit by a, decent level knee that he saw coming, the guy grabbed his head and prepared to throw a knee like he was about to do it before he stopped himself and turned and asked, should I do it? And then he went ahead and did it. I don't know, man. Just non-negotiable for me. Just non-negotiable. Every foul, somebody screams malicious intent, dude. We need to stop that, dude. We need to start looking at situations and start making different circumstances for each different situation. Not all across the board. Not all across the board. This guy gets away with one and his fans are happy. Fuck him. I don't know. It just pisses me off, because that guy was winning the fight comfortably up until, and he makes one small mistake, which is ridiculous. It happened with John Jones and Anthony Smith, but that other dude was a man. He was definitely hurt by that shot to his head while he was down, but he was a man. He said, you know what? I don't want it this way. I'm going to keep going. And although he was compromised, everybody gives him respect. But the moment I saw Sterling go down and start flopping and start doing all this with his eyes and looked at the camera on purpose to try to play act and things like that, I said, he wants out. I texted Watcher. I was like, right before the decision came, I said, this guy guaranteed is going to go for a DQ. If he's not going to make the call, he's going to make the ref make the call by acting hurt and playing games. And that's what he did. And the worst part is he lied about it. Right after, he immediately did an interview speaking just fine and talking about how he didn't want it this way. It was your choice to make. If you wanted it the right way, you would have kept fighting. Because you were just as good enough to do an interview. So, I don't know. It just pissed me off. I wanted to see a real finish, and I get this. That guy's not a real champion. And they're immediately going to run it back. The UFC is going to force that. The other guy is going to make excuses to try not to fight, guaranteed. So, I don't know. It's at least this is in boxing, because in boxing we would have had to wait 2-3 years for the rematch. But this will probably happen in 3-4 months. And this time he won't let him get past 2 rounds. So that's all I wanted to say on this, and shout out to everybody who joined my stream, and yeah, man. Yep. Peace out.